In November of 2004, the best MMORPG we've seen so far came out. So did EverQuest 2. Since then, the aforementioned best MMO ever has grown to 8 million users worldwide. EverQuest 2, not so much.
In the intervening time, World of Warcraft has inspired a really good episode of South Park, produced several high-quality internet memes, spawned far too many public interest stories on National Public Radio, and given Dave Chappelle something to do during his clinical depression.
And now, just when you thought World of Warcraft was ready to slip off into that good night, it's back with a vengeance with its new expansion of World of Warcraft-Burning Crusade. Oh, World of Warcraft. For 14 long months, you were my everything. And I hit level 60 and I wept that there were no more lands left to conquer. But like that blind guy from Scent of a Woman said when he was in The Godfather, just when I get out, they pull me back in. At least I think it was him. Could have been Burt Reynolds in Stroker Ace. But WoW has returned in all its dorky glory with an expansion pack, World of Warcraft-Burning Crusade, which promises to turn the 8 million WoW players worldwide into even paler, more homebound shells of human beings. It continues the story of the Warcraft franchise. Something about a druid and a well and blah blah, they're going to destroy the world. I don't know, nobody reads the flavor text, but they've introduced 2 new races, which I am assured fit into the game mythos very well. The new Alliance race are the Draenei, a group of space refugees whose ship ran aground on Azeroth. I know, they got sci-fi in my fantasy, but Battlestar Galactica got West Wing in my sci-fi, and it was good, so I'm willing to give them a chance. The new Horde race are the Blood Elves, a group of high elves who were corrupted by their addiction to magic. In keeping with this backstory, all Blood Elves are able to sap mana from others, and use this power to silence all spell casting around them, which is a way cooler power than I've ever gotten from Bourbon. Additionally, the new races are able to train in classes previously limited to a single faction. Woohoo! Paladins, once the Boy Scouts of the Alliance, are now playable in a much sexier fashion by the Blood Elves, and the Draenei can become Shaman, the fighter, mage, hippie hybrid previously only available to the Horde. The other big change in Burning Crusade is the increase in level caps from 60 to 70. Since launch, Blizzard has added a bunch of new dungeons and player versus player zones to try to keep the game exciting at all levels. But once you hit 60, your only real options were to organize 40 people into a dungeon raid, doing player versus player battles 19 hours a day to earn quality gear, or rolling a gnome warrior and having her dance for money. A girl's gotta eat. But now, life after 60 has opened up into a new world of quests, 5-man dungeons, and good old-fashioned grinding. It turns World of Warcraft from the world's biggest time sink into a game you can play for 15 minutes and actually get something done. Admittedly, that something you get done will probably be killing moths, but, that's how MMOs work. It's been a bit crowded on the new continent since launch, so there have been some technical issues with having every freaking player in the same zone at the same time. But what we pay for in server lag, we more than make up for in player excitement. Blizzard has significantly raised the quality of gear that's dropping, which puts casual players and WoW addicts on an even playing field again. And with nearly 3 million copies of Burning Crusade sold in the first week, it's not gonna be that hard to find someone to help you kill a Colossus or 2. The new level cap and the new lands built for it are a revelation. They're just as beautiful as the rest of the game, but with an otherworldly quality that seems both daunting and epic. We haven't played the game enough to review it, but our initial impression is, look, a city built on mushrooms! New talent trees, new spells, new professions. It just gives you even more of the mind-numbing complexity you've come to expect from World of Warcraft. We'll have a full review of the game in a few weeks, but until then, leave me alone. Mama's got to level her tune. I'm a very busy woman and I've got a lot of games to play, but I just dinged 62 and I have to tell you, it feels good. And the quality gear is just raining down in Outland. It feels really strange to end up replacing an epic I've had equipped for a year with some green that dropped off a pig. That is the kind of deeply dorky conversation you can only participate in if you play World of Warcraft. So, buy a copy because it might give you something in common with a cool kid.
A flash of leg. A taste of temptation. The smell of disappointment.
XPlay
reviewing games was what they were good at. But when is reviewing just not enough? Adam wants fame. Morgan wants unicorns. The devil wants their souls. The television event of the millennium. Nominated for 13 Academy Awards. The singing, the dancing, the magic. Adam Sessler. Morgan Webb. This winter, prepare to be reviewed. Not actually nominated for Academy Awards.
Catch an all-new XPlay, weeknights at 8, only on G4.